Boom! Welcome to another video of the Flowing Dutchman. In this video I want to talk about how to start, where to start if you want to start flowing or juggling with the kettlebell. Before you start, you need a kettlebell. Now it's important that you choose a competition kettlebell. The competition kettlebells are larger and it doesn't matter how much the weight is, they all come in the same size. Now I advise regularly for people to start with a 4 or 8 kilogram bell. This one is 12. Now why such a lightweight? Because you have to learn a new skill. Kettlebell juggling, flowing with a kettlebell is a skill. It's not just strength, it's also a skill. What you need to start is at least a good foundation. You need to know how to properly swing a mace. How to properly swing a kettlebell. I'm getting so much in the mace, mace knowledge. Now, you always want to swing from the hips, and you're basically tilting the pelvis and bringing it up. So we're not swinging like this, we're swinging straight. Now it really helps if your swing is proper. So if you have a feeling that you're not there yet with your swing, it's a very difficult exercise to learn. Try to work on your swings, try to work on your cleans before you attempt to go for the more advanced part, because that is basically what it is. We're going to add more balance, we're going to add more hand-eye coordination, we're going to add spatial awareness to a practice that is already pretty complex. It's a free weight, so that is more difficult, more complex than if you're just doing anything on machines. So you have to take that in consideration. Now, once you get your base down just a little bit and you check your technique, your hips are square and you use the proper muscles, then you can start to try to do a few flips here and there. Now, we're not going to talk about too many flips today, but what I want to talk about is just a basic two-hand flip from a swing. So I'm gonna say your swing is now pretty good. So what I want you to do, keep the same thing: shoulder blades back, hips back, knee extension, hip extension, hip extension. Now from here, what you want to do, after the hip extension, the kettlebell basically floats, right? There's a point upstairs where there's nothing going on. This is really important. All the movement comes from the hips underneath, and upstairs you're basically floating the kettlebell. Now once you get that done, you can start to let go of the kettlebell. Let it go and catch it again as a basic exercise. Make sure that the floor you're practicing on is either grass or sand, because you want to be able to drop the kettlebell at least 100 times in your session. After you've done that, what we're going to do is we're going to flip the kettlebell forward. Now just flip it forward like this and let it drop. Do this a few times. Flip it forward, let it drop. Flip it forward, let it drop. This means in that way you become more comfortable with flipping and dropping it. Now you saw the kettlebell jumped inward, so you have to also work on your reflexes a little bit. I noticed that it was going in between my feet, so it didn't do anything, but whenever you feel the kettlebell goes another side, you always have to get your feet ready to jump away, right? So if you let it go, the swing is not done yet. It's only done when the kettlebell is lying still and flat on the ground. Now, once you get more comfortable with that, try to flip it forwards and catch it. Two hands, and then try multiple flips. So you can flip it with your hands up, you can flip it with your hands down. Now there are two ways you can flip it from here. Either one is where you drop the kettlebell like this and it flips towards you. You have to catch it again here. The other one is where you push the handle forward so that it will flip away from you. So this one I find a little easier because the handle actually comes towards you. The handle drives like this upwards, so you catch it with your hands down, which is a lot easier. Like this or like this. The other one is where you push down and catch it again with two hands. Now you see how many swings you're actually doing. So if your swing is not proper, that will build up eventually. So make sure your back is straight and you keep the bell close to your hips so you're not infringing any injuries around your back. If you do feel your back, go back to your swing and just practice your swing on and on and on. Okay, so we did the two handle flip, forward and backward. Practice those before going further with the one-handed stuff. Beautiful. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any other questions, please comment them down below. See you in the next video.
Give me that damn vibe, I set it off for skill time. Make it cast respond, react to sit down and build now. All up in your grill now, this ninja flip the skills out. But the ninjas come with more ninjas for me and my ninjas get down. Wonder how we rock and get cream, so I land this cigar, motherfuckers all ass and run frantic. I duck, grab this mic and hold it for ransom. It gives me satisfaction how they keep track of I can't grasp it, I keep advancing. They wanna snatch it from the masses dancing, but I'm too fast, so I'm just laughing. Assume a battle stands and command crowds to answer. Boom another tune with this lyric extravaganza. Across the room, the ceiling and the walls too like master. Age when I race, you can't keep up with a bad start. I put it, chop it, you give them another, but totally measurable. But the skill of the big, I'm doing the abilities, triggers of unintelligible. MCs should know the limitations. Cause when I MC, MCs gonna need some rehabilitation. Always represent with a middle finger for your haters off the meter on these pages when I'm kicking these flavors like, hey, yo, now, hey, yo, now. Some people still surprised that we produce this dope sound. So leave them flabbergasted when I bust my flows out. Letting them know whenever I'm a mush up, it's a showdown. Hey, yo, now, hey, yo, now. Some people still surprised that we produce this dope sound. So leave them flabbergasted when I bust my flows out. Letting them know I really got a mush up, it's a showdown. So here it goes now. Let me hit it all the way home now. So as we roll out, shuffle on the production. Like this, yeah, like this, yeah. The flowing Dutchman, yeah, the flowing Dutchman.